welcome back to my channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. This is going to be a Halloween look. I hope you guys have an awesome Halloween. Stay tuned. Here's the video, y'all. Now, I'm not no professional. I really ain't never did Halloween makeup like that, but that's just a little disclaimer. So whatever I do, just do it better. I'm just putting a little bit on the back of this. This is so messy. Let's try to put it. I got my handy dandy fan. Handy dandy. You might want to fast forward this part. I should have put it on with my neck like this, because now I see that when I move my neck, it's not laying down there. So kind of hold your neck in place. Don't tilt your head like me. You know, like when you blowing on that lace, you don't want a dent in your eyebrows. You know how to look like don't do that. Do a normal face. The lace be moving, sis. Melt into my skin, please. Melt into my skin, please. Oh, this is boring. This is boring, baby. Show us something new. Well, this fan is cheap, so the Dollar Tree. I told y'all about great value stuff, so if you watch one of my other videos, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, we gotta wait for that to dry. I should have done my makeup first.
That tastes so good. You want to slap your mama. Nah, I better not slap my mama back in me.
Man, I bet this ain't nothing but some school glue. Cause look how that just came off my neck. I know y'all probably saying, stop moving your neck. This why it ain't dry. Mind your business. Stay behind the camera. What y'all eat today? I had Charlie's chicken. I have chicken so much that I'm probably gonna turn into a chicken. That's what I keep hearing. Man, they need to turn their car down. That sounds so funny. Turn down your car. It's too loud. I'm making a YouTube video. Alright. This Emmer's glue ain't working that well, so we gonna put some on top. I don't know if it say to do this or not, but I ain't got time for it, baby. Okay, while that dries, I didn't waste the whole. Yeah, I can't even move my neck. I should have done my makeup first, then put this on there. Baba, she already messing it up. Turn off the camera. I'm gonna get off camera and wait till this dry. So the next thing I'm about to do is I'm gonna do my eyes. So I'm gonna do the tape, cause I kind of wanna a precise edge on my eyes with this. So I'm gonna use my BH Cosmetics and my Morphe palette. And right now I'm just gonna take a red.
I did my eyebrows off camera, y'all, so. Cause I already knew this was gonna take me a little bit.
So do y'all want a background story of how I became a vampire? I think that'd be good. One day I was out clubbing, right, with my homegirls. And I met this dude. He was so, like, he was handsome, you know. We was just partying it up, you know, having a good old time. So the club was about to end. So he like, hey, you want to go back to my place? And I'm like, no, what do you think I am? And he was just like, you my girl. I'm like, that was fast, you know. So he was like, no, for real, you're my girl. Oh, right now I'm using the brown, y'all. So I'm like, okay, cool. So we went back to his apartment and stuff, and we were just kicking it, right? Then we hear this knock at the door, and I'm like, I don't know, I didn't been through this before. Like, who you got coming over? He was like, nobody's supposed to be coming over. So I'm like, so who is this knocking at the door then? So we both looking at each other in concern, you know, like. Then, boom, 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 they bust through, right? Mind you, it's like the popo draw, the police. So they took him in handcuffs, right? And they was like, he wanted for like murder or something. I'm like, hold up now, swallow up. I just met this guy. So you trying to tell me he was gonna kill me? And they like, nah, sis, he ain't gonna kill you. I mean, yeah, they like, yes, sis, he's gonna kill you. So I'm like, well, y'all didn't save my life. But mind y'all, so they take him, and I'm just like, now I'm just stuck. The police didn't even offer me a ride home or nothing. So I'm like, man, how am I gonna get home? So I was like, I called my sister didn't answer. I called my brother didn't answer. So I was like, man, I'm gonna have to just push it to the house. So I'm walking, and mind y'all, I'm walking and I'm all by myself, just walking around. Then I meet this girl, and she was like, hey, yo. She was like, I remember you from the club. And I'm like, oh, sis, I remember you too. What's up? She's like, oh, they having this party. So knowing me, I want a party. So I was like, okay, let me go. So I'm going to the party, right? Tell me why this child didn't set me up. I'm in some alley, and some guy just boom, post up, you know? And I'm like, who is this? And he was like, tonight, this is gonna be the best day of your life, the best night of your life. And I'm like, what you mean by that? Because today been a tragic night. And then he was just like, he just bit me, y'all. Just straight up just bit me. I was like, dang. So he bit me, and I'm like, I'm kind of into it. I'm like, but then I noticed, I'm like, that's hurting. I keep telling him like, man, that hurt. And then he just like, it's all right, that'll go away soon. So eventually, I wake up, right? Because I like passed out from all that. You know, I lost a lot of blood and everything. So I passed out. So I wake up, and like, I'm at this guy's house that bit me. And I'm like, what am I doing here? And he was like, you'll be safe here and stuff. And I was like, dang, I'm hungry. Like, why am I so hungry? And he was like, what would you like to eat? And I'm just like, well, I like breakfast burritos. And he like, no, sweetie, you're not gonna like burritos no more. He's like, I'm gonna hook you up. So he brought this fine man in here, and I'm like, what do you think I'm about to do? I ain't no slut bucket. So he brought him in there. Hold up, y'all. He brought him in there, and he was like, you gonna have to drink his blood. And I'm like, drink his blood? And the little guy, he just sitting there like, I see these little fangs coming out of his face, and I'm like, out of his mouth, and I'm just looking at him like, why am I about to drink his blood? And he was like, it's okay, just drink from my arm. I'm like, y'all tripping, like, for real, y'all tripping. So y'all on some other stuff. I said, don't you know vampires is fake? That's not even real. So he was like, all right, you feel like that right now, but pretty soon you're gonna get hungry. I said, I've been hungry. What you mean? He's like, nah. He's like, you gonna have this craving that you ain't never had before. And then I was like, whatever. So I'm just like, man, I'm trying to go home. Like, so he was like, it's probably not best if you go home. I said, what you trying to do? Kidnap me now? I mean, you already done bit me. I got this dang bite mark on me. So he was like, you can't go home. So anyway, they told me I had to stay. So I'm staying, and I'm like, fine. So you know how I am. I call up my mama like, mama, they trying to hold me hostage. I don't even know where I'm at. And I'm like, I'm about to come get you. Where you at? And I'm like, man, I don't know. I'm in like looking around like I'm in this dungeon. And they like, I'm like, okay. So my mama put out an Amber Alert on me. So yeah, I have my phone on me, y'all. They let me have my phone. So she put on this little Amber Alert on me. This is a bomb story, ain't it? So the Amber Alert come, and I'm just like me. I'm still hungry. I'm like, dang, I'm so hungry. Like they weren't playing when they said I was gonna be hungry. So I finally told him like, yo, I'm hungry. What can I eat? He kept saying, blood, blood. I'm like, no, because I don't want to eat no blood. Like what I look like. So he was like, this is the only fulfillment you really gonna get and eat. So I was just like, all right, fine. I'm hungry as hell. So the little boy come back in. Well, he ain't a little boy, he a man. He come back in. And he like, oh, okay, I heard you was hungry. You ready? And I'm like, man, sure. So me, I was like, what I gotta do? He's like, just stick your little fangs in my arm and drink this blood. So me, knowing me. So I'm like, I ain't got no fangs. They like, yes you do. So I looked again. At first I looked in the mirror, I'm like, no fangs. Second time I looked, boom, fangs. I'm like, I got fangs. They ain't lied to me. And I'm like, so now like, I'm going crazy. Because now I'm like, what did you do to me? Why am I like this? So I'm acting a fool now, y'all. I didn't know my strength. You know, I'm strong now too. But I didn't put holes in his little wall and everything else. Because I'm like, you really didn't mess me up, bro. Like, I messed up, for real. He just like, no, I made you better. I'm like, have you seen me? I'm a bit better. Like, what's wrong with me? Talking about he made me better. But he was trying to tell me the reason why he turned me into a vampire is because, like, I was really sick. Like, he told me I was sick and I was dying and I just didn't know it. So, he actually helped me. That's a good story though, right, y'all? Y'all think that was a good story? So I'm gonna take the tape off because my eyes are pretty much done. Y'all see how that just gave me like a sharp line? That don't look that great, but it's okay. I might put like, I'm not no professional. I got some of this too. I wonder what this is supposed to do. I'm gonna use some. So at this point, y'all, I don't know what to do. I'm really winging it. I'm like, moving on. We still doing foundation. Oh, this is really, we're gonna contour and highlight. A little bit around her too. Now I'm about to use this. Now let's get back to the lights. I'm gonna use some red, add on my palette, and kind of take it in there a little bit. I don't know, I just really need to make it blend up in here somewhere. It's not blended that well. I'm about to fix it anyways though. Now I'm about to do this LA girl. I got the teeth. I'm gonna put back in my little jewelry. I'm gonna put mascara. Remember y'all, I was out partying, so I gotta look the part. Now I got this blood, but I don't want it to be all over me either. Which I'm sure it's gonna be all over. I'm probably gonna use this. Ooh, child, yes.
Because that little part is not blending, y'all. Y'all know why I'm putting it there.
So messy. I don't like messes. My OCD is kicking in. I do have fangs. I like it. Thank y'all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Y'all have a happy Halloween and make sure y'all stay safe, okay? Bye.